Okie dokie, we are just going to give this a go. I'm gonna just play through some of this a little bit. I'm gonna talk to these people. I'm just going to be triggering a lot of sounds because as someone who doesn't know how it's going to be picking up, I want to be making sure that I am doing this in a suitable manner. So, yep, I know. Look, this is not my first rodeo, Okie boy. So, yes, I know Pokemon live in the tall grass, thank you. But, I am giving this a go. You'll have to forgive me for the sniffles. I am unfortunately cursed with hay fever. So, you know, we will just have to make do with that what we can. I'm just going to start playing through this. I'm going to do this for a little bit, see if it works. If it works, great. If not, then it will not matter because I'll be the only person that this ever has to torture. Now, before I go ahead and do what I always do, which is pick Bulbasaur, because Bulbasaur is absolutely the best starter for any Gen 1 game. This is actually randomized. I did not do the randomizing myself. It was a pre-randomized one I found. So, I've got no idea what my options are. Let's have a looky. Marshtomp. Oh, my favourite Gen 3 starter. Well, middle stage. Spoink. Cool. It's not going to be Spoink. Ah. Oh, it's meant to be. This is a sign. Oh yeah, you're coming with me. You're my friend now. I have an Ivysaur already. Do I want to give it a nickname? Yes, I do. You shall be Jumanji. No, not Jumanji, Jumanji. Only solely for the purpose of, specifically with Ivysaur, funnily enough, the flower on the back reminds me of one of the flowers in the film Jumanji, the original one, the best one. So that's why I like to go with Jumanji. Now, let's have a little look-see here at what I've been blessed with. Has a held item. Okay, naughty nature. I'm not ecstatic about that. I'm going to take the TM43 though, so thanks for that, I guess. Leech Life, okay. What you will very quickly notice, if you even see this, is I do not know things like that off by heart. Also, I apologise if you are seeing this and it's a little bit all over the place with the mic tracking and the volume of the game. Getting this to work in any way, shape or form has not, as I have said, has not been the most obvious for me, so I'm just making an attempt to see what I can do here. So, let's see. I'm a Leech Seed just in case, because I do not know the level up moveset of Spoink. Splash might be all it knows, but I'm going to be seeing it anyway, which sounds a little sus. But we're going to move on from that, we're just going to keep going. I'm going to snap some of that, and we're just going to start tackling. Now, I should be able to handle this relatively simply. I did not need to Leech Seed, but that tackle also wasn't a lot, so let's just sit here and spam through this. I could do a little bit of speeding up, however, because I'm not sure how volume tracking is going to be, I myself am aware that the speed up on this particular methodology I'm using to play the game, it sounds a little wackadoodle when you do the speed up, and it also comes in very loudly. That's nice, I didn't realise you were guaranteed a level up there. Very good, very nice. Oh, I get some prize money, that really wasn't a lot. Smell you later. And as you may have noticed, my rival is called Life, because the true rival is life. An existence in pain. Let's speak to Mom. Yes, I would love to take a quick rest. Okie dokie. Onwards. Now, I do not have Pokeballs, so if I come across something awesome here, I will be hungry. Okay, cool. That's fine. Cool, 2 patches, no encounter, that's fine. I do not plan on doing this as any kind of Nuzlocke at all. This is just going to be your bog standard playthrough in a randomizer, mainly because I enjoy playing Pokemon. I would not say, yeah, oh my, I want that. And I don't have any Pokeballs. Okay, we're gonna do the same methodology at the beginning of this point. We're gonna leech seed it. Okay, those won't let me resist that, that's fine. Now, in terms of Pokemon, like I said, I am not in a position where I am good enough to be able to do a randomizer Nuzlocke, or even like a standard Nuzlocke. I am not very good, but I know enough. I've played enough Pokemon in enough generations and enough of the game variations to know enough to get me through a normal playthrough. So, you know, there will be deaths, things will happen. I do play Chaos, however, I will take the 91 experience for KOing a Milotic on that 1. That's lovely. Ooh, 2 level ups. Beautiful. Okay, so we know one of the potential Pokemon to catch. So, obviously, I'm going to be trying to catch most of everything I find that I want to use. Like, there could be something I'm going to ignore. I'm going to want to catch that. Don't get me wrong, I am not a Charizard stan. I hate to say it. I do not sit there standing the Charizard line. I am very much a Venusaur fanboy through and through. Oh, and he got the burn. Sadness, everything is garbage. Okay, we'll run away. Am I going to start getting damage indication? Okay, we made it through. So, as I was saying, I am Venusaur. I think the whole Bulbasaur line is phenomenal. I think they are absolutely the best for any Kanto playthrough. I mean, having a surefire way to deal with the first 2 gyms straight up for any kind of playthrough challenge that allows you to have Bulbasaur to begin with, I think is just a good idea. I think you should always be going for that. And also, I've used Bulbasaur on teams in different generations. Obviously, they put the Gen 1 Pokemon everywhere. So, I've got to use Bulbasaur a lot. And Bulbasaur's my boy. He's my guy. He is an adorable little flower frog. And we stand there. He deserves the love and the attention. I did not do the thing I was supposed to do. Damn it, I'm going to have to go back again. As you can see, like I said, not a professional. I knew I had to go back to Pallet Town before I could proceed. I did not remember that I had to go to the mart to get the thing for Professor Oak to then be able to have a reason to get back. Heracross, okay. I know you don't really know any bug type moves by level up, but I also don't want to do that. I just want to get to the Pokemon. I was considering it for a brief second, and I was like, no, I want to get Pokeballs so that I can start fleshing out a bit of a team. Now, obviously, I am aware that my logic for Bulbasaur is good against the first 2 gyms isn't really going to matter here. It's a randomizer that I did not personally handle, so I've got no idea what the gym leaders are going to have. However, I'm going to give it a go. We're going to see what happens, and we're just going to hope for the best. I think that's all we can really do. So, now that I've got that, I can now do what I was doing and go back, get some Pokeballs, get the Pokedex, which will be pointless in the randomizer playthrough because a lot of the Pokemon do not appear in the Pokedex for the the beginning of the FireRed the national games, which this obviously isn't. Okay, Pineco. I could do without you if I... yeah, I'm probably not going to catch a Pineco. I don't really care for Pineco and Fortress. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm aware Fortress has defensive capabilities that make it pretty good. 4 times weakness to fire isn't ideal, but fire is probably one of the better weaknesses to have. Because, I don't know whether it's just me, I always feel like strong stab fire is not as common as it can be for like strong stab water or even strong stab grass. I think it ends up being one of those things that, despite it being one of the main core trios, it doesn't actually see itself in as much use. So we're just going to give this a little bit of a go. Click on through here. Do that. 5 Pokeballs. Your sister loves me. Not canonically, but that's just my take on the situation. That or she just really hates you. And honestly, your name is Life. I'm not surprised. So, let's go get a town map. Now, the other thing I am going to do, as it is a randomizer, is I am going to find ways to cheese myself money for extra Pokeballs, because I still want to be able to have fun with the playthrough. I'm not trying to make this hard. I'm trying to make it something that I can just play through, whack on record, have some fun with, potentially. Here we go. Ooh, Ghastly. Now, kind of pointless, because I've got no idea how this has done anything with trade evolutions, so I'm not even sure if this is going to be able to evolve into a Gengar. But I'm going to see it. Start getting itself down a little bit, because I can't tackle it, obviously. But what I can then do is I can catch this, because if I can use a Gengar, that would be great. I think it's good to have as much coverage as possible. Obviously, the poison overlap isn't ideal. See, this is fine. I don't mind being asleep, because I can't hurt this thing anyway. So I would only be growling to get itself down a little bit. So I'm going to growl. I'm going to wait until I wake up, wait until we get to about yellow health. I should be able to catch this thing pretty easy, but at the same time, it is a Ghastly. I don't really want to be wasting more than one Pokemon on this, so I want to give myself the best chance to try and get out of the way. But also, if I do get this, it having Hypnosis, if I can start getting some levels on it pretty sharpish, is going to be useful for catching another Pokemon maybe a little bit more difficult. Like the Milotic, it's going to be very beneficial to have Hypnosis, status that to try and, get it as surefire as possible. She does not want to be awake. Come on, into yellow. Okay, after this one, we're going to get a final growl off. We should go into yellow, throw a Pokeball. If he doesn't catch, I'm not even going to bother KOing him. I think that would be a waste to sit here and wait for that, because the XP is not going to be worth it. But like I said, I don't want to be throwing more than one Pokemon at that thing. But as I was saying earlier, I will be finding ways to get my hands on more Pokeballs, because I want to be able to catch things, but at the same time, there we go, boom. But at the same time, I don't want to be wasting loads of time on, your standard playthrough mods. I'm getting the extra Pokedexes in, mainly just because I want to have some slightly more interesting ones. Like if I bump into a legendary and all I've got is Pokeballs, I want to have enough to at least have a chance. Okay. You are a ghost. I feel like everyone who's played with Pokemon will understand that aside from my usual naming methodologies, aren't safe for work. That's the next best thing I can do. Okay. So, we're going to work our way up. I'm not going to start hunting for catches just yet. I want to get up. There we go. Okay, cool. So, we're going to go in, we're going to heal, and what I would probably do is temporarily cut away to assure myself some money for some extra Pokeballs. Because I am going to have to cheat it in, obviously. So I will cut away, and, well, it will be no amount of time for you guys, but I will be back. And we are back. I am now a richy rich boy, as you can see. I haven't gone for a max amount. I just decided to get myself a decent amount going. Because, like, I don't want to be, like, over-purchasing on Pokeballs. I don't want to be making it that easy. That would be ridiculous. But I want to have enough to be able to just, like, pop in, grab what I want, not have to worry about it for a while. What I also did during the cut was I got Ghastly up, just so that he was a little bit more ready to be used for catching Pokeballs. So what we're going to do here is, I think, if we go up to 30, I think 30 is a good place to be. Because I think that allows me some successes, but it also allows me the chance to run into a situation where I can run out of Pokeballs and not catch anything, which will still be interesting. I am going to also top up on some potions, which I don't want to be doing all the time, so I'm just going to get some bulks now. I think 5 each on these guys is a good shout as well, just for in between towns, but there we go. Right. So I think it would be nice to go and see what we've got over on the path towards the Victory Road, but I think I'm going to go back down, and I'm still leading with Ivysaur, but let's see. What I'll do is I'm going to do a couple of encounters in each pack. I'm going to start from the bottom. So, let's see what we've got here. Oh, crap. Okay, right. Okay. Okay, well, let's leech seed it. I mean... Oh, it evaded the attack system. That's Deoxys speed, isn't it? Okay. Now, Deoxys forms are not a gentleman that I am super well aware of. Okay, I've been wrapped. I now can't switch. It would have been better if I had landed that clear. That's fine. Okay, I'm just going to start growling. Because obviously, being a legendary, this is going to be... Okay, that's not so bad. The wrap is probably going to be the more intimidating part, because that's consistent damage not affected by growl drops. And I'm already 5 levels higher. Now, what I may do the second they go free from wrap. So, we are going to go straight into Ghastly, and we're going to start spamming hypnosis into the lands. So, Cubone, let's go, my boy. Okay, Leer is fine so far. Rapid Leer. Rapid's normal type, I'm pretty sure, so I'm in the clear there. This is my first time in a while seeing this sprite, so... Ghastly from behind in these. To be fair, I kind of vibe with it. I'm not mad about it. Okay, I'm at a point now where I can't attack it. I'm gonna just start throwing Pokeballs. We're gonna hope for the best. So, we've got 30 of them. No shapes, yeah. Yeah. I did not expect to get anything. Oh dear, this thing is probably going to die. Well, it can't affect Cubo. If I try to put it asleep, it's going to die too soon. So, I'm just going to throw a Pokeball. It's in red health. Yeah, no, see, this is what we expected. Goodbye. We'll take the experience points. Okie dokie. Let's go again. Okay. That's one I think we can probably deal with a little better. I think I'm gonna give this one a little tackle. Water gun, that's fine, we expected that. I'm gonna tackle again. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna switch over to Ghastly, because whilst not defensively a sound energy, it's still 4 levels high, so that shouldn't be a problem. Over the Hypnosis, we're going to miss, that's fine, we expect to miss here and there. Oh dear, okay. I landed it first time on Deoxys, and now I can't hit it. Okay. Well, logically speaking, I shouldn't miss again. I'm not playing that. I'm gonna get some health back first. Water gun, that's fine, that's all you're capable of doing. Nope, not bag. Try the Hypnosis. I'm not gonna get it. Okay, I'm gonna go for the Lick. Because Lick shouldn't do as much, and it might give me paralysis. Didn't get the paralysis, but we got it in there. So, try again. Missed it. As long as it's not a crit, we live. Okay, I'm gonna heal back up and try one more Hypnosis, I think. If Hypnosis doesn't work, maybe there's something I'm forgetting that means I can't land it here. Okay, that's fine. We're just going to start hacking some Pokeballs. Oh, see, now there's the crit we want to be careful of. So, Pokeball. Oh! Okay, we lived. We're going to Pokeball. Let's go down here. We go into Jumanji and we keep going to the catch. Because we are in the first grass patch of the game, so we can just go back to Mum's house for a wee nap, if needed. But I think once I'm done with whatever the outcome of this ends up being, we will probably call it there, because once again, as you guys are aware, you hear me sniffling, I'm being very gross, and I do apologise. But I'm very unprofessional in everything I do. That's not just my vlogging content, that is literally everything I do. Like I said, I've got no idea how this is going to sound. This may sound terrible. I know from watching other YouTubers that, you know, YouTube during the upload can change the way things come through. So it may not even sound the way I'm expecting it to sound. So I'm really going into this completely blind and doing... I'm giving it a go. I'm doing my best. 3. But yeah, I'm giving it a go. At the end of the day, this may not end up being a regular upload. I may do a few episodes of this, which will all be probably around the 25-minute mark. Obviously, at the moment, this is very much so being decided by whether or not I'll also decide to watch the record. I'm probably not going to go too deep into my sort of Pokeballs on this. Like, I have to bear in mind that whilst Watergun has a lot... Watergun, Jesus, can't speak. But whilst Watergun has a lot of PP, it's not infinite. And also, I don't want to be wasting all my Pokeballs. As much as I've got infinite money, I don't want to be running back to the Pokemon 24/7 to make sure I've got enough. So, I don't know, I'm not going to be going many more Pokeballs. I think we may come back here later for this, when I've got a bit more of a surefire way of statusing, maybe. But, I mean, we're going from no shakes, 2 shakes, 3 shakes. This is a little bit all over the place, so... I think once I'm down to 15, so 2 more throws, and then we're just going to KO it, take the experience, end the episode. Never mind, we're catching it. I threatened it with murder, and it decided it wanted to be my friend. So, there you have it. We have got team member number 3, the tender Pokemon Milotic. We need a name for you. See, normally with my snake Pokemon, I like to go with things like Basilisk and stuff. I feel like Milotic has to be. So, I'm just going to go real generic. I'm going to go Angel. It's very androgynous. But, there we have it. I am going to work my way back to Mum's house, drop a save, you know, get healed up. We're gonna bring Ghastly back. We're gonna let him off. Okay. He just didn't do too hot. But let's have a quick look at the 2 new members, because I haven't actually investigated them thoroughly. So we have a modest nature on Cubone the Ghastly, so that's pretty good. 60 accuracy, and I missed God knows how many. Oh, Jesus. I can't believe I landed it first try on Deoxys and then proceeded to miss repeatedly. Let's check out Angel here. Lonely. Ups defensive suffering. So you have Marble Scale. That's pretty good. Yeah, 25 PP on Morgan. So we had time, but we caught it, so we'll take those. But I think that is going to be enough for now. Like I said, I want these to be around 25 minutes or so. I think that's a good sort of time frame. So I'm going to call that here. We're going to drop a little savey save. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.